And we move on. Hello Fujimoto, hey, I'm sure you heard the news about Nation of Idols. Or more specifically, Miss Not Real's video challenging everyone to pull out. Yeah, do I need to make any more jokes about this, or are we on the same page here that pulling out doesn't work? Not for a long time at least. I mean, it might work for the longest time, but then suddenly I went into this last time. Congratulations, Daddy. Yeah, I'm thinking of pulling little abnormalities out of the show. Don't worry, we're not pulling out. I always nut inside. No. I thought you might say that. I expect there to be a lot of news over the next few days. After all, you're not the only one that Miss Not Real just made a public appeal to. The Goof Troop and Love 13 are probably also scrambling right now, figuring out what they should do. They're both probably waiting to see what the others do. After all, nobody wants to be the only group to pull out. I think my mind is already made up. Like, people had 2 weeks now, sorry, last week no video, I know. I was sick. I'm still somewhat sick, I think. Like, my face is still stuffy and my nose is still runny. Or my cough is still dry. I'm dying, basically. And I think, like, the few people that have commented on that said that, yeah, if I want to go for, like, the Angela route, or rather, like, the rival route, I should. Is that so? Well, I guess it's a good thing that I didn't come here expecting to change your mind. I just came here to ask one thing of you. Regardless of whether you choose to stay in or pull out, hold back on making the announcement. The taping will happen 2 days from now, but things could change between now and then. You're smart. What are you planning? In the immediate? I'm going to see if I can have a conversation with Miss Not Real about what's going on. Of course, Miss Not Real might not be willing to tell me anything. But in my history of dealing with her, I've always been surprised at how often Angela is willing to confide in people who lend a sympathetic ear when she feels like her back is against the wall. That's not what you want. You want Angela with her front against the wall, so the back is wide open. It might all be some sort of gambit on Miss Not Real's part, so I won't accept anything I hear at face value. But in the meantime, please just wait to make your announcement. See how the situation develops before doing anything rash. Okay. We're gonna, like, we're breezing through this now, like, story-wise. I don't think I have to do anything anymore with my idols anyway. They can just work the cafe, work in the theater, argue with each other. Maybe be creeped out by me every now and then, like that would be nice. So we continue the story. As you walk down the hallway, you pass by the break room and hear the sound of Not Real Angela's voice. It sounds faint, as if being played through a tiny speaker. A tiny speaker even, not even a regular one. Nagano Yui there, holding a phone up to her face, apparently absorbed in the video. As Not Real Angela's video stops playing, she looks up and notices you. Oh! I noticed you, senpai. Hi, Mr. Delta. I guess you've probably seen Miss Not Real's video by now. What did you think of it, actually? Well, I felt a little bit called out. I mean, Little Abnormalities is directly called out, and I am a part of Little Abnormalities, so I guess that's only natural. Nice blue mess. But I did find Miss Not Real's words kind of inspiring. This is our chance to stand up and be part of something big. Yeah, be part of the idiots that let the chance of their lifetime slip by. That is something big indeed. I guess it's weird to say that. We're already part of Nation of Idols, which is a big show. But this feels even bigger than this. It's not just an event or a TV show. It's a cause. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but it's almost like the feeling I first got when I discovered I was accepted to be part of Little Abnormalities. God, I thought you was saying like, it's almost like the feeling I first got when I masturbated for the first time. It's something big coming! Miss Not Real's words reminded me of why I wanted to be an idol in the first place. It felt like a reminder that there are things more important than money or fame. I know that Nation of Idols has been a good opportunity for Little Abnormalities, but I'd almost rather not appear on the show at this point. Just for the sake of making a statement about why idols are such an important part of our culture. Clearly, these people have never worked a day in their life. Available now. Oh, Nishikawa Kyoka rushes up to greet you as soon as you enter the building. Oh, good morning. There's a call we just got from JHK. It's about the whole, well, you know, the situation from yesterday. It just wanted to confirm that we'd still be appearing tomorrow at the studio for taping. I told them that you weren't in the office to confirm one way or the other, but that I would keep them informed of any developments on our end. Oh, give me a quick second. Okay, I'm back. just had to blow my nose, don't worry. I didn't do anything under the desk. They also sent along a reminder that we're contractually obligated to show up, that if we fail to show up, the possibility does exist for them to pursue legal action against us. After all, if you pull out and cause their ratings to tank, they could blame their bad ratings on us and sue us for any related damages. I'm not sure what their advertising revenue is for a typical night of primetime television, but if they sue us, it could be a pretty hefty amount. We're just gonna do like 4 to 5 more concerts for like 100,000 yen per ticket. There's gotta be a way for us to get out. They can't push us around like that. I guess we're not pulling out. No. There's gotta be a way. I had the same thought. Why does she want to pull out? Obviously, if we were to quit the show for no reason, that would be a violation of our contract with them. But maybe we could come up with a valid reason for why we can't do the taping. There might be some kind of loophole we can exploit. For example, if we claim that all of our idols suddenly became sick with the flu and are unable to participate, it would be unreasonable for them to demand that they get up and sing and dance. That being said, they could still take us to court, and basing our defense on a false premise might not be the best idea, but I might be able to find some sort of loophole in the contract. Nice. That's why I got girls like you in Nishikawa Kyoka. Sorry for ambushing you right as you walked in, but it seemed too urgent to wait until you were settled into your office. She just tipper-tappers away. As Nishikawa Kyoka walks away, you hear the sound of someone entering the building. Her entrance doesn't go unannounced. Domo! Miss Aya, Saya, Kaya, Papaya? Mr. Delta, so glad to see you. I was hoping to get a quote from you about the story that I'm about to break. I wish I was breaking you right now. I'll keep you anonymous. I know it would be bad news if they found out you were talking to the press in the midst of negotiations. But I gotta know what's going on with Nation of Idols. I heard that after Not Real Angela called you out along with the Goof Troop! Love 13. The network started threatening to sue anyone who pulled out. Is that true? I can neither confirm nor deny. Oh really? That sounds like a really fancy way of saying that you won't deny it. Which you'd only say if they were threatening you, right? I get it, you're scared to give an honest answer. Anyway, I'll just write ambiguously that some groups have been threatened with legal action. That shouldn't implicate you directly. Well, except for if I'm the only one that has even, made any advances towards pulling out, and they know they've only threatened me so far. But whatever. After all, maybe I'm just talking about the Goof Troop in Love 13, right? Anyway, the story's hot right now, so I've got to run and get this ready to submit. The public needs to know. Is there anything else you want to say before I write this up? We have no official statement at this time. Good luck with the story. How did you find out about this so quickly? How? Hey, you know what they say? The early bird gets the worm. I've been taking that to heart. You know there are a lot of journalists that just want to sit at a desk all day and do everything by phone or email. I'm an up-and-comer, so I have to be scrappy and go to where the stories are. Actual journalism. I found you here, didn't I? And the first time we met, it was because I was snooping around in a place where I was not, strictly speaking, welcome. I found that being creative is a good alternative to having the right connections. Anyway, you've been a big help. Catch you later. Bye-bye, alligator. Alright, in a week from now, we can continue. Sure, why not? It's been about 10 minutes now. That's not really an episode yet. Was she farting there or something? Like she was glowing. Maybe she was leveling up. So, should we take a look at these again? Like, is there anything novelty-wise that's like really bad right now? Hatanaki can only cook this one dish. We're gonna replace it with... I wish it would tell you which ones are on the menu already. Satomayo is not, so we're gonna go with the chicken brown gravy soup. Or Satomayo's tasty sauce. the tasty sauce. Oh, the balls are on the menu. Okay, they're pretty new still. Alright, okay. Good. Good, the girls are happy. And stat-wise, I wish it gave you like an average rather than like these profits a day, because that doesn't really tell me a lot. What about the theater? Oh yeah, I wanted like as soon as I have enough research points, I can go into streaming. The ticket price, like, let's bump it up a little bit, because the attendance is looking fine. I can easily purchase the equipment. I have so much money now. I will never run out of it again. It's such a weird system. Once you start breaking the game, there's no difficulty anymore. Or at least none that I can find. It's kind of weird. Also, the activities. They're so important at first that you keep doing them on cooldown. And later on, the only thing you do is the spa treatment to get some stamina back. Why would you ever still need promotions? Like 1,200 fans is basically nothing. Maybe I should focus on leveling them up, but I don't even know how do I get fame points for a variety show? Do I even need that? The same with the performance. Like, it's not enough money to like warrant the stamina like penalty you get for this. But whatever, right? Who cares? I'm getting like with this I'm getting wow 96,000 a week with Satomayo. With this contract I haven't even read. I don't even know where I sent her to just now. And to be honest, I also don't care. I continue the story. Around noon, an email comes from Nishikawa Kyoka reading, "This just went up. Thought you should see it." From the thumbnail, it appears to be another video from Not Real Angela. Hey guys! Several minutes ago, a story just went up reporting that JHK has threatened legal action against several of the idol groups. Several? Shit! Who was scheduled to appear on the next episode of Nation of Idols. I was going to write up an editorial responding to this, but things are unfolding fast, so I wanted to just give you my candid reaction to that in real time. First off, hands off to the excellent journalism from Aya Naya. That's her name, Naya? What kind of name is that? Who's done the hard work of digging up the facts behind the story. And remember, the facts don't care about your logic or something. Naya-san, thank you for telling a story that we all needed to hear. From the sound of things, JHK is threatening legal action against at least some of the idol groups, and it seems safe to assume that if they sent these warnings out to some of them, they sent them out to all of them. I feel partially responsible for this. I was the one who named Little Abnormalities to Goof Troop and Love 13 in my video earlier this week. And now, by all indications, they're being threatened with legal action. Well, did they want to ban me off Twitter or something? Or... I didn't mean to point a target on your backs. I only wanted to give you an invitation to do the right thing. Who are you again? To decide what is the right thing and what isn't? But now it seems the network is intent on ensuring that these groups don't do the right thing. That's terrible. These are so weird. Just give me the CG. I don't need to see your emotions. Of course they have a contract and they can enforce it. They have a similar contract with me, but I was willing to break that contract because I knew that doing the right thing was more important than any fine they could ever levy against me. But I know that not everyone has the same personal conviction and courage, money as well, that I was willing to demonstrate, and apparently the network knew it too, because they assumed that they could intimidate everyone into complying with their wishes. So again, I'll make the same appeal to Little Abnormalities, the Goof Troop, and Love 13. Do the right thing. Even if it means losing money. But I think Naya-san's story has exposed the network for what they really are. Bullies. And I don't think the public is going to let them get away with it. The rare voice lines that are the rare lines that are voiced, I feel like they're more of a detriment than they are nice. Of course it's amazing to hear the voice, like, related to the character. But at the same time I have to wonder, how much text is there that they couldn't voice this whole thing? Fucking the shittiest, like, erotic visual novels. Like the shittiest age visual novels. They get voice acting. With girls squealing like a pig, and some other stuff, and they couldn't even afford, like, what, 6 characters to be voiced? Is that really it? Is it really expensive actually, and I just don't know? Anyway, whatever legal damages they might recoup by suing individual idols will pale in comparison to the damage they'll face now that people know the truth. So I'm asking all of you, make it known that this bullying and intimidation is something that we will not stand for. With that, the video ends. The video has only been live for several minutes, but reactions are already pouring in online. Can't wait to rate them. Go Angela! This whole thing has been fascinating to watch, secretly hoping that the lawsuit happens so we can see this continue. You're a sociopath if you want the idol groups to suffer just for your entertainment. I mean, the purpose of idol groups is to provide entertainment. They sing and dance for us. How is this different? Takuya Nozawa is actually right, I think. Threatening people with lawsuits is straight up evil. Nothing about this is fun. Not Real Angela is one of those people who really likes the sound of their own voice. Oh, I'm sure there are people out there that think the same about me, but I really fucking hate myself and my voice included, you know. So if you think you hate me, the back of the line is over there, and I'm first. Way to completely miss the point, idiot. Pretty sure the point is clear. Not Real wants attention and figured out an easy way to get it. Why bother going on TV when you can just talk into a cell phone camera for 3 minutes and break the internet? Imagine if she sold her bathwater. Wow, the things she could do. But how would we know? How would we know how courageous Not Real is if Not Real didn't post videos to tell us about how brave they are? Pretty sure Miss Not Real wouldn't risk getting sued if this were all just for attention. This is what taking a real stand looks like. Is that a JoJo reference? Amazed the corporation thinks they can get away with threatening idol groups. Amazed that people are amazed by this. It's like you've never actually read an entertainment contract. You're blind if you don't see how bad this looks. You mean for the idol groups that want to pull out? Yeah, it does look bad to agree to appear on a TV show and then pull out last minute. Any sane person would side with the underdog in this situation. Call me crazy, but I'm starting to think this is all one big publicity stunt for the show. No way I'm not turning on my TV to see what happens. Cannot wait for the next episode of Nation of Idols to be footage of a Norwegian boat while an orchestra plays Bach, as it would probably be. I've never even heard of this show, but I'm definitely watching the next episodes. The thing is, this stuff is taped, it's not live. They're just not gonna show anything if this goes down the drain. Whatever. Come on, one more story, right? One more story. At least one more. Maybe 2. Who knows? Depending on how long they are. Oof, they're so incredibly long. Oh, I've never seen anything that long. At 5 PM a notification comes in. JHK just posted a public press release. It reads as follows. Earlier today, a story came out reporting that we intend to pursue legal action against performers and organizations that fail to fulfill their contractual obligations. While we normally exercise the right to do this, we have decided in this specific instance that we will not pursue action against performers and organizations who have participated in Nation of Idols. Although our contract stipulates that these parties have obligations that they are required to fulfill, we believe that recent developments require a more flexible approach. That's how they saved face just now. A minute later, Nishikawa Kyoka appears. We just got a call from the network. This seems like an important call. I'll forward it to your desk. On the other end of the phone, you can hear the voice of an apologetic-sounding man. Hello, Mr. Delta. I'm Suinaga Tateo, Head of Business Development at JHK. I just wanted to extend to you a heartfelt apology for the confusion that resulted over previous messages sent from our network to your staff. I just wanted to clarify that it was never our intention to intimidate or browbeat you into compliance. We've just publicly announced that we have no intention of pursuing action against little abnormalities or any other group who decides to pull out of the show. Regardless of what decisions you make, we will be fully supportive. Regardless of what decision you make, we would appreciate it if you could assist us in conveying to the public that your decision, whatever it was not coerced. It was never our intent, and I apologize deeply if anyone from our staff ever indicated otherwise. Bearing that in mind, I was wondering if you could indicate to us whether you still plan to show up tomorrow for the recording? We haven't decided yet. I see. Well, we hope to see you at tomorrow's taping. We understand that this is a delicate situation, so we will be ready to receive you at the recording studio tomorrow if you're still willing to participate. Once again, I hope you understand that we value all of our partners and have no intention of pursuing legal action against you or any of the rest of the talent involved in the production of Nation of Idols. If you speak to the press, it would assist us greatly if you could convey that information to them. I'm fucking breaking doing this. As the call ends, Nishikawa Kyoka steps back into the office. I hope you don't mind, but I was listening in on the other end. You did what? You dirty little slut? Mr. Suenaga certainly was contrite, and even if it was a bit insincere, it seems that they have no intention of pressuring us to decide one way or the other. If Miss Not Real's intention was to make the network too scared to threaten anyone with legal action, I'd say they succeeded. I wonder if they're being more cautious or afraid of Miss Not Real's public support than is warranted. At any rate, it sounds like good news for us. Anyway, it seems we still have time to decide whether we really want to participate. In light of that, perhaps we should avoid making a public announcement until tomorrow. I agree. Let's keep everyone on their toes. It may nearly be evening, but who knows what could happen between now and tomorrow morning. Yeah, Angela could release like 15 more videos, one of which could be dirty. Alright, see you tomorrow. You sound hesitant. What do you think I should do? You want to know what I think? Well, mainly I'm just happy that I'm not the one who has to make the final decision, because it's really hard to tell what the right call in the situation is. That being said, I've been mulling things over in my head, weighing the pros and cons of both sides. No, you need to see the pro on the one side is that I will get to be with Angela. I think showing up is the right decision from a business relations perspective. We've been lucky to have this opportunity, and I think continuing to be on the show will benefit us in the short term, while also being beneficial to future business relationships. I also don't like the idea of biting the hand that's fed us so generously. It's not Fujimoto's hand. That being said, there may be some PR costs. I'm guessing the apologetic phone call we got yesterday, you mean today, right now, 5 minutes ago, not yesterday, is because they were feeling pressure from people who were threatening some kind of backlash. So while being on the show is a great publicity opportunity for us, that publicity won't be free. Of course, we're in a big position. As a big brand, the network wants to avoid negative publicity, but who knows, negative publicity could work in our favor. After all, we're a small group. More people talking about us, even if they're saying bad things, gets our name out to more potential fans. Of course, that's completely setting aside the question of whether you agree with Miss Not Real's view about the international version of Nation of Idols betraying idol culture. I don't! But the pussy game, ridiculous! I'm assuming you probably have your own personal position on that. Maybe that's more important to you than any of the other business factors I mentioned. I guess the whole reason this conflict kicked off is that the network wanted to dilute the appeal of Nation of Idols to bring it to a larger audience, but Miss Not Real thinks that it's more important to be faithful to the hardcore audience. Oh, I guess we are on the same page. Which side do you think is right? Anyway, I don't mean to keep you any longer. Be sure to get a good night's rest. Yeah, I'm not gonna wank off tonight, don't worry. Let's do one more. And it might be a shorter episode, but as I said, I'm still not fully there yet. And like, when they're filled with this much story, I feel like they don't need to be like 45 minutes long, do they? Hey, Mr. Delta, you're leaving for the day already? I guess you should probably go home too. Yes! Do your homework! What are you still doing here? Well, honestly, I was hanging around wondering if you were going to make an announcement about whether we're going to stay on Nation of Idols tomorrow, or whether we are staying. Right? I know it makes sense for you to hold back the announcement since you don't want anything to leak out, but it feels weird to go home today, not knowing if we'll actually be going in to record tomorrow. I mean, just a week ago I was on top of the world thinking that appearing on TV was going to be my big break. Now it feels like all of that might get taken away from me. I guess this is what it means to be an idol. One day, it feels like your dreams are coming true, and in an instant, they could all be dashed, and you find yourself in this room, on a couch with this guy that looks strangely like you, Mr. Delta. Oh, sorry if that came out wrong. Of course I'd be disappointed if we pulled out, but I wouldn't place the blame on you if you did. I know you're getting pressure from a lot of different sources. I bet you're even more worried about this whole situation than I am. I've been thinking about it quite a lot. Right, you've got enough to think about without me pestering you about it. Still, I hope that we stick with Nation of Idols. I don't care about your opinion. Who are you even again? Are you like Tanaka-Sara's little sister or big sister? I don't know. Are you her cousin, her aunt? You know what? I don't care. That show has done so much for my career. You've been on it once! It wouldn't feel right to abandon it now, right? It's like giving someone a handjob and saying, oh my god, I need to marry this guy now. Or like getting a handjob and saying I need to marry this girl now, more like. If you say that it has done so much, well, okay. I can understand that sentiment actually, but still. Sorry, it probably felt selfish when I said it like that. Nah, these comparisons, I need to stop with them. But if we pulled out, it would be biting the hand that fed us. I guess I should go home and try to get some sleep. Yes. Do you need some pills? God damn it. Let's do this. Lawson. Lawson wants a girl. Sure, take Miyasaka Ayami. I don't think she's doing anything right now. However, I want at least 30k. Here you go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very nice. Also because I will forget it otherwise. I think we can change the policy. Nope, 14 days. So next episode. Was there anything I said that we were doing this episode? I can't fucking remember. Shit, it's been too long. Bye everyone.